Hi guys, a little bit of math for today. I just got a little problem I want you to work on. It's not too hard. You'll just need a little bit of lined paper like we've been using. Just put a heading on the top of the lined paper and put math as your subject. I'm going to collect all of these. This math journal question is going to be about perimeter. It's just a little bit of practice of what we were doing before. And we're going to be looking at the perimeter of some arrays. Now, some of you might not remember what arrays are, but if you remember back to the beginning of the school year, we made these arrays with tiles, and then we cut them out of paper. So this is a 2 by 3 array, 3 by 2, 1 by 6, and 6 by 1. So we had made all of these arrays. So you'll recall that when we did it, we used these tiles. And with this tile here, I want us to think about this tile. This is an array. It is an array of, if I traced it, it would be 1 on this side, 1 on this side, and 1 on this side. And before we went on break, this long break, we were working on perimeter. So what I want to ask you is, what's the perimeter of this shape? Well, the perimeter, if you remember, we have our little ant that's going to walk his, it looks more like a chihuahua. We have our little chihuahua that's walking around the perimeter. So if he goes from here to there, and then to here, and then to here, and then he goes back here, we would ask ourselves, how far has he walked? So we can add that up. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. So the perimeter for this is 4. And each of these sides happens to be an inch, so it would be 4 inches. It's whatever unit you're measuring with. Now, here's what you have to do. I want you to make square arrays all the way up till 10 by 10 and figure out the perimeter of each of those arrays. Now, we don't have to actually have a 1-inch cube to do it. We can do drawings of this. And I looked at your homework from Thursday night before we went, we stopped having school. You handed it in on Friday when I wasn't there, but I did look at it on Monday. And we had to draw some shapes and label their perimeters. Some people are drawing rectangles, but not labeling the perimeters. So if I want to make the next size square, I was going to draw it. It doesn't have to be to scale. If this side is 1, the next biggest one would be 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. And then the next size would be, and again, I can draw them any size of my paper. I just have to label them. It would be 3 by 3 by 3 by 3. So what I want you to do is to do that all the way up till you get to a square or that has a 10 by 10 by 10 by 10 borders, and find the perimeter for that. Once you're done with that, I want you to see if you can find a pattern between the perimeters of each of these squares as they get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's your job for today. Work on this today. We're going to do something else again with this tomorrow or Friday, depending on how things go. All right. Any questions, you can email me, but it should be pretty straightforward. Thanks. Bye.